Good afternoon. Good afternoon, good afternoon. I thought I would come on and say hello. It's been a while. I thought to myself, I haven't done an Insta Live since fight camp. How we doing, everybody? Lynn Denzier, what's Mafia like? Mafia is unbelievable. You know, listen, I'm not a gamer, right? I want to do a boxing game. But shout out to K2, or 2K even, sorry. And Mafia was unbelievable. Check it out today. Nice bit of coffee, lovely. Do I watch MMA? No. But I think it's unbelievable. I think not blowing smoke up his arse, but fair play to Dana White, he's a boy. K2. Yeah, you know why, Moonim, I say K2? Because K2 Promotions was Klitschko. It's in the head. 2K. When do I think Josh will be back in action? December 12th. Markowski. Mate, you know how good that Mafia game is, Markowski. Dana's got plans for boxing. He keeps saying that. Right, Matchroom merch. If you haven't got yourself a Matchroom Boxing t-shirt yet, get it done. Matchroomboxing.com. Only t-shirts at the moment. Hoodies, I have one. They're coming out soon. Jason Stewart, what's happening? So, I've got to say, we've got an unbelievable little schedule coming up. We're announcing another international fight card today. Obviously, next Sunday, October the 4th, Joshua Buatsi returns. Chantel Cameron goes for the world title. The Savage against Niall Kennedy. The rescheduled Aqib Fiaz against Kane Baker. John Harding Jr. against Linus Adofia. It's a cracker. John Hedges Jr. And then we go from October the 4th into October the 17th. The Newcastle card. Ritson against Vasquez. Thomas Patrick Ward. Cash Farouk. Joe Laws. Kez Ashfaq. Then from the 17th, we announce a new show for October the 23rd, which will be outside of the UK, live on DAZN across America. October the 31st, it's a Halloween banger. Usyk Chisora, live on Sky Sports Box Office, live on DAZN across America. That's October the 31st. November the 7th is another US show, Devin, The Dream Haney. November the 14th will be a big show in the UK. November the 21st will be White Povetkin 2. November the 28th will be another big show, Saturday Night Fight Night in the UK. November 27 will be an American card. And December 12th, it looks like, for AJ against Pulev. Hopefully with a cheeky little December 5th slung in as well. And another little couple of Italian jobs. Did you get a hair transplanted? No, but mate, to be honest, a lot of crafty combing. And there is genuine discussions about a little touch up in December. Get Billy Joe a fight. Billy Joe will be fighting November 28th or December 5th. Make 2K release a boxing game. Mate, I've been on 2K. They're focusing on Mafia, out now if you haven't checked it out. But I am on the case. Luke Campbell fighting news. Waiting for a date from Golden Boy. That fight is on. Luke Campbell against Ryan Garcia. Who's my favourite current darts players? Darts player. You know, I like Gerwyn Price. Controversial, but I think I like it. You've been drawing on your artwork, or is that a bit of claret? No, this is for you, some of you who haven't seen it, this is like an alternative picture. Sorry about the light, but Ali, obviously. Liston. Like a little bit funky. You know, little target on his chest, dove in the sky, crown on the head. Brooke and Crawford on Sky. Top Rank own the rights for that fight, so I don't know. They wanted to do it pay-per-view. It's coming from America. I don't think it's a pay-per-view fight. And obviously we have Usyk Chisora pay-per-view on October 31st. And White Povetkin on November 21st. So it doesn't work for pay-per-view. And I think coming in from America as well. I'm not too sure. Hovey Hanley pre-ordered your book. Yes, good mention about the book. Relentless drops 29th of October. I've only gone on Fluke to book, haven't I? You had a cheeky sunbed. No sunbeds here, son. That was last weekend's tanning action. It's gone now. Dave Paul, what's my opinion on Joe Joyce? Legit or not? Yeah, Joe can fight. Joe's a good fighter. Need to get Sam that rematch. Yeah, I was talking to Cheeseman's guys. I don't think that's going to happen this year, but I'd like to do that rematch for sure. Number 1 in the Amazon charts. Yes, Relentless, my book, was number 1 in the business section and the sports section as well. It's not tea, George. It's sugar. It's coffee. What am I talking about? 1 sugar in the coffee. Bellew's not making a comeback now. Arthur. He's online. Arthur Biaslanov, one of our top young prospects. Fight date coming soon for you. Sammy Eggington, he's looking in for the rematch. When's Khan and Brook fighting? Conor Benn is fighting November the 21st on the Dillian White card. Dave Allen, I'm trying to sort Dave Allen a fight for the Usyk Chisora card. Akib Fiaz on the live. Big fight for you next Sunday, my friend. Kane Baker, he's bang up for it. Location for Usyk Chisora. Good question. So, we were going in Wembley Arena for that fight, so we may end up going Wembley Arena for a 4 or 5 week run. Set it up in there real nice on the hope that we can get some people in as we move to November. Josh Warrington was supposed to be fighting Kanzu, trying to get that fight over the line for the end of November, early December. No crowds is a problem. When's Cordina fighting? Cordina is fighting probably early next year. He had a hand operation not so long ago. What do you think about Johnny the Romford Bull Fisher? He's the man. I was with him yesterday. Fabio, a couple of those Matchroom Boxing t-shirts on the way to Fabio Wardley. Done. Right, can I just address this? Right, Harry Napper says, how long was Dillian White knocked out for on the floor? Okay. On the night, I remember Dillian White getting knocked down. I stood up like I couldn't believe it. And then I was a bit worried about him. And then I saw him get to his feet. Now, granted, I did an interview and I said he was up at 8 or 9. Might have been a slight exaggeration. My mate said, are you sure he didn't mean 8 a.m. the next morning? But he was up and he was fine after. That was my point. But up at 8 or 9, granted, bit of an exaggeration. Very unlike me to exaggerate, to be fair. Dillian White is a bum, says Usman Nawaz. Usman Nawaz. Is all I can say to you, my friend. Eddie, I'm celebrating a sobriety birthday. Damo, nice work, my friend. Fury v Wilder. I just hope they hurry up. I want to get it done. What's happening with Ricky Burns? Ricky's actually still looking for a fight at 135. I'd like to see him go to 140. There's more fights up there. No worries, Johnny Fisher. White needs to box better. He was winning every round, to be fair. Steve says that White was an early stoppage. Couldn't agree more with you, Steve. Does Chisora Usyk go the distance? Yes, I think it probably does, actually. I think Eddie should wear a real watch. No, just snides for me, mate. Why did you part ways with Michael Hunter? I think the problem with Michael Hunter is he's a very good fighter. Not many people want to fight him. He doesn't quite have the profile for a lot of the bigger names to take the risk against him. But he's a very good fighter, and I like Michael Hunter a lot. And I believe he's on the live. So obviously I'm going to say that, but I do mean it. KSI, Jake Paul, these guys fighting Floyd, aren't they? Who is my favourite Mexican boxer? Well, actually, that's good timing because we announced a very big Mexican show today. Juan Estrada is a great fighter, but actually, our little flyweight world champion, Julio Cesar Martinez, I think he's got to be my favourite. Absolute animal. Hairline is going, old lad, trip to Turkey. Not going Turkey, not doing it in Turkey, I don't think. But definitely having a little touch up. Actually, when I looked at pictures, my hairline used to be down here years ago. Eddie, lend me some money. Yes, send me a DM, mate, with all your bank details and stuff like that, and I'll get it over to you. Have I been to Edge Gym in Romford? No. Andrade needs to fight. Wait, Liam Williams. Let's do it. Akib Fiaz, great signing. Sharon, how you doing? Michael. Eddie, what's on the mirror? I haven't got a mirror. No mirror in here. That's just a picture. Can you explain why Usyk is a belt challenger? He's only had one fight heavyweight. Yes, because he was a super champion, the undisputed champion at cruiserweight. And within the WBO rules, if you're a super champion and you move up a division, you become an automatic mandatory challenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Sign Canelo. Florian Marku, good fighter. Cheers, Anil. Would you ever consider Macau, China for a fight? Absolutely, been there before. Taylor Ramirez, who wins? Good fight. I hope Jack Catterall gets his shot. My favourite boxer of all time? Sugar Ray Leonard. What fighter of yours scares you the most? Dillian and Dell, probably. Who is Zhang fighting next? He's fighting in America next, sorting his opponent now. Dana White will take over boxing soon. I doubt it, but he is the main man. Callum Johnson v Boatsi, absolutely. Great fight. Bradis Dortigas, guys, this Saturday on Sky Sports, the WBSS final in the cruiserweight division, unification fight. Shout out to my man Cali Sowland, right? Bradis against Dorticus this Saturday. Do not miss it. And don't forget, next Sunday, that's Sunday, the 4th of October, is our next show. We're trying a Sunday night after the football. I think it's a great slot, especially with no crowds. Hoping Fitzgerald comes back before the end of the year. Sign Tim Tszyu. Yes, I would sign Tim Tszyu. Katie Taylor is going to be a headlining a card in November in the UK, a big card. Nico Hernandez, what's happening, my man? Dave Paul says Sunday night boxing, great slot. I think so, let's see. Nobody wants to fight Bivol. You are 100% right. Bivol is a great fighter. Is Brooke v Crawford happening? Yes. Juma Riakporhe. Yes, Riakporhe actually has a big fight pending. So we're seeing if he's going to fight Juma. If not, I want to do Juma against Billum Smith. Does Dave Allen beat Babbage? Great fight. Babbage has got a tough fight next Sunday against Niall Kennedy. When does the NHS get tickets? As soon as we're allowed a crowd. Filip Hrgović fights next weekend and he fights on one of our cards in November. Best venue, Madison Square Garden. Martin Bakoli will likely fight Sergey Kuzmin on the White Povetkin card, rescheduled fight. Top 100 crisp brands. I'll give you my top 3 crisp brands. Monster Munch Pickled Onion. Nice and Spicy Knickknacks. Spicy Tomato Wheat Crunches. Sorry. Are you coming to the States for Campbell v Garcia? I want to come to Mexico at the end of October. I've got a show November 7. Sulem, how are you? I can't get into America because I have to quarantine for 2 weeks. And then I can't come back and do the shows here. So we will see. Gassiev, hopefully, a heavyweight debut soon. Nikita Ababi is fighting on November 7th in America on our show. McGregor Farouk rematch, yes please. Cash Farouk Matchroom debut coming in October. How you doing, Rosie? Have you ever thought about building a purpose-built venue in the UK? Yes, especially through this. Listen, I wish we could still be in the garden, but the weather is just, it's not happening. Favourite film of all time? It's easy to say Shawshank Redemption. But you know what? I'm actually going to go, there's a few. I like The Truman Show, I've got to be honest. Josh Kelly, Avanesian's chasing, we're waiting for Adam Booth to get Josh in camp and get that fight scheduled. Fight Heart, what's happening? Do a show in Scotland. I'd love to do a show in Scotland with McGregor, Farouk, Ricky Burns, and John Dock. Right, last minute, and then I'm going to get back to work. Come to Thailand, yes please. Sulem, I answered this. Favourite boxer of all time is Sugar Ray Leonard. Do you know what? There's a couple of others, like when I was growing up, I was watching. Pernell Whitaker's one, but Meldrick Taylor was a favourite of mine. Joe Gallagher, how you doing? Joe, good luck with Ophi. Give him my best, mate. I'll be watching. Jose Burton, semi-final of the Golden Contract tonight, MTK Golden Contract. Right, people. I'm off ski. Thanks for tuning in. Gary Russell Jr. v Haney, what happened? We sent the contract, we didn't get it back. Hopefully we might make that one next. Alright people, love you and leave you. Look after yourself, stay positive, have a great weekend. We'll catch you soon. Don't forget, Saturday night, World Boxing Super Series on Sky and DAZN in America. And next Sunday, we are back. Boatsi, Chantel Cameron, Babic Savage, Aki Fiaz against Kane Baker, Hardin Jr. against Adofia. Great card. Sunday night boxing. See you soon.